Welcome to day 7 of our 30-day challenge. Of course, day 7 means your seventh step. And you know that spiritually, if you're a Christian, if you're not, that's okay. But many people believe that number 7 means perfection. So we're on the 7th day, and what I'm going to share is just a wrap up of the first week. So it's nothing new. It's just a recap of yesterday that you should budget. But however, today I'll just give you some practical tips that would help you to make sure that you now stay on your budget. You've created a brand new budget yesterday. That is good. And today, day 7, step 7, what do? Make up your mind to keep to your budget. And I want to tell you that budget is just something that helps you to be disciplined. And discipline is good. Discipline brings freedom. So your budget is not a punishment. It's actually something good. I'm just going to give a little bit of a story and share with you what started happening when I started not just even budgeting, just making up my mind that I won't overspend. And so what happened was I use credit cards and I just paid up, use credit cards, and it was kind of reckless. And part of the things that really took my money was groceries, because then my kids were quite young. So I would spend a lot of money buying box of cookies, box of chips, boxes of like a dozen of things, just making sure that I stock the house, but I wasn't planning. And we'll be like, okay, since we're earning money, we would pay it back. But what was happening was we would exceed those credit cards and we wouldn't pay back on time. And we might pay it back later, a few months later, but I just started to get out of that kind of life where I was living beyond my means. And when I started taking steps to eliminate unnecessary spending and trying to keep to a certain amount and not depend on my credit card, something good happened. And that's why I said discipline is good. Discipline brings freedom, and a lot of good stuff come with it. And the good stuff that came with this was because I stopped buying boxes of cookies for my kids, boxes of chips and chocolate and juice box. You know what happened? My kids started making those things. So when I told them that I'm not going to just be buying cookies for you and crackers and all this, because we don't really have money for them, we might buy just a little, but we can't buy as much as we used to buy. Guess what happened? They started baking. My kids started baking cookies. They would go online because flour is so cheap. Just a bag of all-purpose flour is just basically like $5 or something. And they could make lots of cookies, bake whatever they want, muffins, everything. And that was how one of my daughter, who had this gift of baking inside of her, eating there, but because we were always buying stuff, she could not express that gift. Once there was that discipline, the gift came out. It was blossoming. Now she bakes all sorts of things. We enjoy them at home, and it's actually her hobby. So she would tell me that, Mom, when I finish whatever I'm doing, the way I'm going to relax today is to bake. I'm like, you're gonna bake? You're supposed to just sleep. You're just supposed to have some leisure and rest. But she would reward herself with baking. So if we had not decided to be disciplined, a lot of good stuff would not have come out of this. Some of you are paying for TV subscription and you're wasting money. Maybe it's even affecting your child. Maybe your child is just busy watching movies and wasting their life away. If you remove that subscription out of your budget, they would just have more time to study. You never know. We don't have any TV subscription. We just stick to YouTube. We don't have Netflix, nothing, honestly. And our life is still fun. If we want to watch movies, we watch Christian movies on YouTube and we have fun together. And the rest of the time, we go and do stuff, other things outside of just sitting in front of a screen. So there is a lot of benefit to, sticking to a good budget, not overspending. A lot of good things can come out of discipline. So that wraps up the first week of the 30-day challenge. Just to encourage you, stay on budget. And if you want to use an app, there are some apps. I didn't use any app. I just tried to be disciplined. I didn't when I do groceries now, I don't really be like, oh, this is do everything dollar to cent. No, I already know what I should buy every month, and that if I buy some things, we would go over budget. So there are some things I don't buy right now just because of my income. I'll be like, no, we're not buying this, because I already know if I buy this, I would exceed my income. So, but if you are not disciplined enough to just know your budget and stick to it, you can use an app. Some of those apps have ways of helping you, to stay on budget. So there's one called YNABA. YNABA is you need a budget. There is one called Mint. There is another app called Every Dollar. So you can try out some of those apps. YNABA has very good reviews. You can try that and see if it works for you. But just want to encourage you, stay on budget, be disciplined, and you're going to get out of this. So tomorrow is day 8, and it's going to be a new beginning. 8 means new beginning. So we're going to start doing new stuff to get you out of debt. All right. The reason why we've taken time to set you up on your current spending is because I want to shift your mindset. Because if you don't deal with your money right now, if you don't know how to steward what you have, how can God give you something new? So I just wanted to make sure week 1, you are focused on making sure you're spending money well, and you're changing your mindset, so that when we move to how to pay your debt, you would not be, you wouldn't go back to racking more debt because you want to pay debt, but then you're still living on your credit card. No. So if we solve this problem of you living within your means, then we can go into the next steps that would help you to eliminate your debt. And that will start tomorrow, day 8. All right. I know this was a long video. You can save it and watch it later, but please give me a like. If you're seeing my video for the first time and you want to live a debt-free life, please give me a follow and share with your friends. All right, take care. I'll catch you in my next video.